Hi, I'm Jen Tardy. I'm your career success coach, and you're back for another video episode, which is absolutely awesome. Thank you. And in today's video, we're talking about starting a job search when you're afraid to leave your current job. I believe there are too many people who are staying in toxic workplace environments with a boss that's extremely unsupportive, but the only reason they stay is because they're afraid of what else may be out there. So we're going to use this video to unpack that, and hopefully it can help to kickstart some things in your job search. All right, so let's get started. All right, so this video is for people who already know that they need to leave. You already looked at the last video, which is signs you're working in a toxic workplace environment. So check, you know, hey, I'm working in a toxic workplace environment, and maybe you even needed more validation. So you looked at one of our most popular videos, which is signs of working with a poor manager, or 10 toxic manager traits. And then you're like, check, that's me too. And so now you're here and we're watching this video. You know, I'm talking to you on purpose, which is why I keep coming back with these videos for you. You already know that you need to leave, but then you're thinking about what's on the other side. Yes, we're in the middle of a whole pandemic, and you're probably likely hearing lots about how many people are out there that are on their job search right now. And you're like, I don't want to be another person that's out there that's on their job search. Maybe I need to wait until the economy picks back up, until the pandemic is over. Maybe you're that person that's like, I'm already making good money here. I am nervous, that I may not make the same amount of money going to the next workplace environment. Okay. I've heard a lot of people say, well, I either don't have a degree, or the degree that I have may be a bachelor's, or whatever the case. There's something related to you believing that because of whatever degree you have, you may not be that competitive going elsewhere, right? I've heard some people say that you keep getting promises from your current employer that they're going to do something more for you sometime in the future, but just wait. And so you're waiting around to see what your current employer is going to do. Stop me if I'm getting, if I'm resonating with you so far. And then we have other people that I've heard that you've tried already. Maybe you've tried in your past, and because you've already gotten rejected from the one job that you went out and attempted to look for, you're like, you know what? That job search process is for the birds, and it's not for me, and I'm not the person that's going to get another job. So you've resigned. No matter why, all those reasons that I just listed, you've now resigned to working at your current job. You've said to yourself, this is always going to be the way that it is, and no matter how miserable you feel, you still keep getting back up and going into that same job. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to consider doing. I'm going to invite you to do this. First, I want you to, if you have not watched those previous videos that I mentioned, the signs of a poor manager and signs that you're working in a toxic workplace environment, that's number one. I want you to go back and watch those videos so you can see for yourself if this environment kind of matches up for you. Number two, I want to invite you to shift your mindset. Shifting your mindset means that as you're going out to look at other jobs, no one's telling you to marry an employer. No one's telling you to go out there and that you have to, your only goal is to find another job and take that job. No, a shift in our mindset says, I just want to see what's out there. I just kind of want to see what value I have to bring to another employer. I just want to see how far I can get in the process. So a shifting of the mindset means I'm about to have fun with this. There's the difference between saying, I just want to go out and date casually versus saying, I have to get married. And do you see the intensity of that? So that's a shift in the mindset. Something else that I do want to share with you as well too, is that when you shift your mindset and you say that I want to see what's out there on the market, and I want to have fun with this process. understand that even if somebody else extends you an offer, you can always decline. But at least you now can debunk some of those myths that have been going around in your mind about, no one's getting jobs because of the pandemic, because a ton of people are getting jobs out there. You can debunk the myth around, my degree is not good enough, or I don't have the requisite skill sets. It's likely you do. Or you can debunk the myths around, just because you tried before and got rejected, that the next time you're going to try and get rejected too. No, it's not likely at all that the next time that you try that you're going to get rejected, especially if you're now following some of these tactics that I'm sharing with you. So at the end of the day, go out there, have fun with it. And if you find that these jobs aren't right for you, you can say no. But on the other hand, you may find a job that knocks your socks off. All right. Now, before I give you this very last one, which is a really, really important one, I do want to remind you that we now have one of our newest free guides, one of our newest free resources, which is the Miseducation of the Underrepresented Job Seeker. It's that guide, and it shares with you the 10 ways that I've seen where historically underrepresented job seekers have been misguided or miseducated. And I want to share with you newer ways of thinking and approaching your job search that better assist you in navigating the bias that shows up within your job search. Now, for those of you who are saying, Jen, that's still not enough. It really still isn't enough for me to want to go out and start my job search. Now, here's what I'll say to you. What you can do is have a courageous conversation and try to work to change your current environment so that it's either more tolerable, or maybe you can turn it around to a place where you actually enjoy working. Here's how I want you to do that, and then I'm going to tell you why on the back end. What you need to do, one of the things that I've witnessed with the clients that I've been coaching is that we are extremely clear on what's going wrong, on what's broken, on what we don't like. But where we lack clarity is on what we want to see, on what things would be happening if we were in a great workplace environment. And that's only something that you can answer. So it can be an exercise of here are all the things that's going wrong, and here's the opposite of those things. Or you can nix the first thing and just say, here's what I would like to see. And then being able to go in and have a conversation with your boss about what your experience has been working in this workplace, and how in asking your boss, can you use them as a thought partner as you're trying to move toward a more positive workplace environment, which to you looks like X, Y, and Z. That would be a great conversation to have with your boss. Now let's talk about the back end of that. What that can help to do is either you have that courageous conversation, your boss says, oh, those are easy fixes, let me fix that. And then you're able to have an ideal sort of work environment that you like, you want to stay at, and now you're good. Or you can have that courageous conversation and you can see the opposite of that happen. Either nothing happening or your workplace environment gets worse. And it may just become that nudge that you need to move on and to start your job search. But when you have that courageous conversation with your boss, make sure that you open that conversation with, I love my job and I want to work here, but I don't feel like I can be my best self at work because of X, Y, and Z. And if A, B, and C are happening, then it will help me to feel like I can be my best here at work. That takes a lot of courage. And I've actually encouraged many of my clients to do it. And they've seen immediate drastic changes for the positive. And some have even seen those changes and still said, I still don't want to work here. And so it's completely up to you overall. And I hope that helps you as you are thinking about your job search, but have that fear of going back out into the market again. So if you like this video, be sure to click subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and click the bell to be alerted so we can keep producing content like this that's important to you. I'm Jen Tardy. I'm your career success coach. I will see you in the next video. Take care.